A failed Republican congressional candidate was arrested for allegedly stealing ballots. Indiana's Larry Savage Jr. was taken into custody on Tuesday and charged with 1 count of felony destroying or misplacing ballots and 1 count of misdemeanor theft. MAGA candidate who got crushed in the Republican primary for Indiana's 5th district seat, coming in last place in the U.S. House of Representatives, had written this on his campaign Facebook page. One of the reasons that he was running so that he could bring back fair and transparent elections, which involved apparently stealing test ballots. According to a news release from Indiana State Police, the incident took place during a test of the Voting System Technical Oversight Program, or VSTOP, at the Madison County Government Center on October 3rd, 2024. The test requires manual entry of a pre-audit group of ballots marked to record a predetermined number of valid votes for each candidate and on each public question, police explained in the release. After the testing process, the ballots used are treated as if they were used on Election Day. So they are treated as legitimate ballots for the purposes of this test. Before the ballot card voting system can be used in an election, the machines are required to be tested openly to representatives of political parties, candidates, media, and the public, which explains why this guy was able to show up. Now, the October 3rd test involved 4 voting machines and 136 actual candidate ballots marked for testing, investigators said. Following the test, officials say that they discovered that 2 ballots were missing from the initial ballot tabulation. How did they discover the man behind the caper? Well, it turns out the test was literally being live streamed on the Madison County, Indiana government website. That's right. Review of the footage allegedly showed Savage being instructed on the validity of the test ballots and then folding and placing both ballots in his pocket. So there's an image still from that live stream showing Savage by the machine putting these ballots into his pocket. It goes in my pocketses. It does. No, they don't. They don't belong in your filthy pocketses, okay? A judge then granted a search warrant for Savage's home, and what do you know? He found the missing ballots that were located inside of his vehicle. To which I say,
whoopsie. Whoopsie.
You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
Okay. Oh, it gets better, though. We're not even close, all right, to how funny the story is. According to a report from Indianapolis Fox affiliate WXIN, shortly after putting the ballot in his pocket, Savage allegedly approached a woman in attendance and unprompted said, "Effed up ballots." Why would you say that? That woman, who was reportedly streaming the test on Facebook Live, subsequently went over to the election officials to ask if any of the test ballots were missing. Savage then was commenting on the woman's live stream saying, 3 ballots short, LOL. Yes, because they're in your pocket. And then added, don't take anything. Yes, don't do what I just did. Great advice, because you'll get in trouble. Now, as he was leaving the building, the station reported that Savage was seen outside showing another man the ballots that he had allegedly stuffed in his pocket. The other man, who was unidentified, reportedly patted Savage on the back a few times in response. So, planned caper? Yeah, seems like it, but why? That doesn't make any sense. What were you hoping to accomplish? Hey, I took 3 ballots. For what reason? I don't know. But it gets better, even better. So the police then went to his house, obviously, because they knew it was him, and confronted him on video. During that confrontation, he claimed, so I was asking an election official if they were real ballots, and since she said they weren't, that they were just sample ballots, that meant that I could just take them home with me. I rolled one up in my pocket, or I rolled one up, put it in my pocket. Didn't know we couldn't take it. he told officers. They even say sample on them. So, it's like if you go to Payless or go wherever and it says sample, you could just take it. That's the way that I took it. I thought they were fake ballots. That was his literal excuse that he was telling the cops. Didn't know I could take them. Well, they're just samples. I mean, I go into places and if something's a sample, I'm take it. Because it's a sample. It's for me to sample. No, it's not for you to sample. It's a sample ballot for them to test. But of course, it's a nonsense excuse because it turns out that court documents reportedly show that when police had searched his phone, they found text messages showing that Savage was fully aware that it was a crime to take the ballots from the facility, that he was not granted access to take the ballots because they were samples. But no, well, they were samples, they were this, they were that. I could just take them. What's the issue? No, the best part though actually comes after one of the officers read the warrant. Oh boy.
And they're coming after us patriots, man. They don't want us to be Americans anymore. Okay. They don't want us to be Americans.
They're coming after us patriots. They don't want us to be Americans anymore. Patriots, everybody. Patriots. Whatever happened to this country where a man could just walk in and steal sample ballots and stuff them into his pockets, man? I thought this was America. It's funny. Every time one of these chuds tries to test the system, and I don't know if that's what this was, okay? I can only assume because we've seen Republicans, MAGA supporters go in and do voter fraud or whatever, or even plan to do voter fraud like they did the Clinton County, Michigan Republicans, right? They were planning on doing some voter fraud just to test to see if they would catch the voter fraud, right? In this case, there were missing ballots as part of this test. I mean, put this whole thing together, right? Are you trying to test to see? I don't know. Maybe. But every time they try to do so, they commit a crime. They commit a felony. And it's ironic that this happened during an actual test of the system. They get busted. Like, it's funny, though, because they keep proving that through their ridiculous actions that election security is actually pretty tight. Pretty tight. And not only that, but fraud is extremely rare. And if they can track 3 ballots that go missing, I don't know, it kind of shows you that they're on top of this whole thing. Not that these MAGA chuds are going to realize it, but it does show you, it just shows the rest of us that actually, sees facts, logic, and reason that, hey, turns out they take election security very seriously in this country. And you know what? Maybe we've got nothing to worry about. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.